Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to the channel. Welcome in to a new video. Today's video, I'm going to be exploring and talking through what's on my holiday wish list this year for my self-selected gift. This year I've budgeted $200 to go toward a gift that I get to purchase for myself. And my gift can be anything I want that is within this $200 budget. There are basically no rules except for this budget is firm. So the main reason why I'm doing this is threefold. The first, but what I think is maybe the least important, is that I'm hoping that this will deter me from Black Friday spending. Not that that's not important, but there's just a couple more things that I think are just dominating this choice, at least at this moment in my life right now. The second, and I think what would be the more important, is that it's my first Christmas alone. I've said that a few times already. And just like as a result of how things have panned out with my family, I'm just not going to be receiving any gifts. I don't expect to be receiving any gifts. And so to me, there is something that is really nice about opening a gift that's been under my tree for Christmas morning. I'm really hoping that this could be a new tradition that I establish myself as I kind of leap into my kind of new independent life. And that is, I think, the most significant reason for this choice at this moment. And maybe this will change. Maybe next year I'll be like, you know what? I don't need this. It doesn't really need to be a tradition. Who knows? And I'm really curious to see where this takes me. The third reason is that this is really part of an experiment. I've been doing a lot of thinking these past couple of weeks with the help of a really amazing friend. We've been talking about money and budgeting and creating experiences for ourselves, and also thinking about what is like most important to us in our lives at the moment. And so this experiment is something that I'm kind of toying with for next year. So this is really an experiment that is about the possibility or potential of allowing myself 2 to 3 times a year to make 4 fun purchases. So keeping the rest of my spending to almost essentially replacements, maybe not quite that strict, but in essence replacements, or let's say budget for capsule, budget for beauty, that are very super practical. And then getting myself this 2 or 3 times a year where I have maybe, let's say, somewhere between $100 and $250 to spend on kind of anything I want that's not practical, that's not replacement. I'm really wondering if this would help deter some of my worst spending and provide some joy. So this is an experiment to see if maybe that would be a good thing for me next year. I certainly wouldn't have all the answers from this time around, but it's really making me wonder about that experience. So right now I'm going to be talking you through what's on my wish list, and kind of I've been creating this wish list for many weeks, so there's already things that are off this wish list. Many of you have been asking about this exact thing, like how has my wish list evolved, and like what do I end up buying for myself, and then how am I also thinking about these purchases that are really just not practical things and trying to wrap my brain around them when I've been in this low buy, no buy headspace for a couple of years now. So just about everything on this list is in some capacity just not practical, which is exactly why it's here. Like, some of these things are much more practical than others, but everything on this list, for the most part, has been considered as a purchase at one point or another and declined because it wasn't practical. Let's start talking about these things, and let's start with beauty. So first up on this list is the Amika 3D Volumizing Shampoo and Conditioner. Now together this would be a $53 purchase plus tax. So in terms of like hair care, this is for sure a splurge for me. And which is why I would never buy this with my own money, like even during a Sephora sale. And I did consider this in the Sephora sale and declined it for that reason. So I didn't buy this for the Sephora sale, and I used this list as a holding place. Like, okay, this is not practical for right now, but if I want it in the future, it's already here, it's on this list, and I'm allowed to make this purchase that isn't practical. So if I still want it, then you can come back and you can buy it then. And I am not going to purchase this. I'm feeling really overwhelmed with all the shampoo and conditioner that I own at this moment, and my personal preference like has swung over the years and can swing again in the future, but I already feel like I have so much shampoo and conditioner. I have one set that I'm using every day. I have a purple shampoo and conditioner, and then I have a clarifying shampoo and a hair mask. So it's kind of like 3 sets of shampoo and conditioner. That is overwhelming to me, and it feels a little bit crazy to then bring in something else to make it a 4th when I already feel overwhelmed and like I have too much. Now, this initially made it onto the list because I was looking for a luxurious hair experience. With a little distance, even if I had, let's say, $500 to spend or $2,000 to spend, or let's say $300, whatever the amount, and it had to be spent on hair care products, I don't think I would pick this particular kind of combination, because after looking at the bottles, because part of what I think contributes to a luxurious hair care experience is the packaging, is the design, is the fragrance, and then also how it performs. And this just doesn't really feel and look luxurious to me. I put it on the list because I was thinking it's at Sephora, therefore it's luxurious. But upon further consideration, to me, Ouai is the luxury brand for me, like for hair care. I absolutely love the fragrance that they put in their products, and I'm very okay with fragrance in hair, and it's something that contributes to my own experience with the products, and I've had good experience with the brand in the past. However, the Ouai shampoo and conditioner set would not be $53 but $75. There is no way I could spend nearly half of my budget on hair care, like on shampoo and conditioner. There is in no realm, like there's no way I would get these products, unwrap them, and feel like I spent my money in a good way. I just don't feel like I would be satisfied with that purchase. In light of that it's just really expensive, and I also have a personal goal of getting my hair product numbers down. This just really feels like a bad buy. So all of these things are off the list. I also had the Amika Shine Spray on the list, and I'm still into that product. I think that this one was the one that intrigued me most, and I am still interested in it because I don't currently have something like this, and I would really love my hair to look more shiny. My kind of however here is that I don't think this is a priority, and the only way I would consider it is if I had some money left and I was looking to kind of round out the gift. So this one is just a bit of a we'll see. The next beauty item on the list was this Dior set. It has a mini lipstick and a mascara, and this is $37 total, which I would be fine purchasing this set at full price. It's currently out of stock at Sephora, but it is available on the Shoppers website, and there's a chance it could be available in store, but I don't know because I haven't been to one recently, and I probably wouldn't buy it in store. Either way, I have been looking into buying a red lipstick, like actively in the process of trying to choose one, and so I put this set on the list because I'm like, okay, there's a likelihood I won't get through a full red lipstick, so a mini would be great. To get the mini, you also kind of have to get the mascara. That's not a perfect combination, but I'm like not gonna complain about it. I was like, yeah, okay, I could try this. That would be good. I have ultimately decided to buy the lipstick at the drugstore, so this set just doesn't make any sense anymore. So she's officially off the list, and this is one though that I do really feel like is a beautiful set, and part of me is kind of like, you don't actually need to buy the lipstick at the drugstore. You could still buy this set and maybe even buy it when there's like a PC points thing happening. That could be smart, but I'm just kind of feeling like the lipstick purchase is going to be drugstore. I am still, as you can tell, still tempted by this set and this lipstick. I think it's really beautiful. I am hoping to go to the drugstore in the next couple of days, which I will have already by the time you see this video. So maybe I'll get a chance to see this lipstick in person. And at the time of film, before I came to film, I was actually pretty convinced that this was not gonna be on my radar or on the list, but now I'm kind of talking myself into it, and like maybe I should get this over at the drugstore lipstick. Okay, further consideration needed on this, but like the Shine Spray, I think between those two I would pick this set over the Shine Spray, simply because I could probably get a Shine Spray at the drugstore. I'm just more drawn to this. It's just kind of more of an exciting product. So I can say, similarly to what I said about the Shine Spray, that this would not be a priority, like if there's money kind of thing. All right, next up is the Rare Beauty Nearly Rose Matte Eyeshadow. I almost bought this during the Sephora VIB sale. It sold out before my 7-day window passed, so I couldn't buy it, and it's still currently out of stock. And I saw this featured on Matilda on Video's YouTube channel, and I really love the way that this swatched and the way that it looked. And believe it or not, I am very interested in a matte eye look, like a single shadow matte eye look. I've been also interested in pursuing matte eyeshadow looks, which is very different for me. And I also really like the shade, hold on, I'm looking on the screen for it, Nearly Neutral. I really like the Nearly Neutral eyeshadow and lip combo. I think they're really beautiful together. I would pick one or the other. The Nearly Neutral ones are in stock at the moment, and I have not like pulled the trigger on them yet. And the reason for this is, while I'm still kind of lusting after them, is that it makes no sense for me to buy a matte eyeshadow product without actually knowing if this is something that I would wear. So I need to try out an all matte look before I buy this product. And if I don't, that tells me that it's probably something that I will not actually wear, and therefore a waste of money. So I'm giving myself a bit of a deadline on this. Like, you have 2 weeks, 3 weeks to try this. I think it's like maybe December 4th, which might be the day this video comes out, to try this look. And if I don't try it, then this has to be off the list. And the more as time passes, because the Sephora VIB sale ended a couple days ago, and I also finished my shopping at the Sephora VIB sale over a week ago, it's less enticing and I'm less drawn to that matte look. So I'm just wondering if it was like, oh, I saw this very nice, beautiful color swatched on Matilda, who has a similar skin tone to me, but hers is a little bit lighter, I think. If I was just into the color, opposed to it being an actual practical purchase for me. Last beauty product is a Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the like champagne color. This one is also on the list, but it is low. I think it's the lowest priority. I have wanted to buy this for a couple of years now, but I'm just not sure of the color or the fact that I'll finish it. I do have a lot of eyeshadow already, so there's some guilt about buying another eyeshadow product. This is, I would say, hold on, this is the product that I want the most out of all the beauty things, and this is $39 Canadian. So while I want this probably the most out of everything, my consideration here is, if I buy this, will it interfere with what I already have? Like, will I use other things less because I own this, or will I never really use this? So there is some kind of uncertainty about this product, but my gut is kind of telling me that this would be a good purchase, because if it's been on your wish list for 2 years and you still want it, if the color works out, which I do believe that it will, it kind of feels like it would be a really great purchase. But as with all the beauty items, they're not a priority, and they would be like if there's extra budget left for something else. Now, the next item is one that I felt like would be a for sure, and that is the Cezanne perfume. I wanted this and have been checking if it's been back in stock literally every week until it came back in stock recently. Well, not so much recently in real life, like when you're watching this, but recently, like in my real life. I put this in my cart to check what the shipping would be like if I just bought this perfume, and it doesn't ship to Canada. So no matter how much I want this or how great I think this would be, I can't get it, and I'm actually quite devastated about it because I think the perfume is really beautiful. I know a lot of people don't like it because they think it's too strong, but I am really sad about it. Next up, this is one of the bigger purchase items that is like high priority and is like one of maybe two things that I'm genuinely considering as the #1 purchase, and it is a scarf from the Tartan Blanket Company. This is feeling like a for sure right now, and I'm so excited about the boxes that they have. I am just having a tough time deciding between the colors that they offer because they have so many beautiful colors and prints. I've been looking into buying a scarf and a hat for my capsule, and this just seems like such a perfect fit. They're affordable and the colors are beautiful. It's made by like a smaller business, in a family-owned business, and they have gift boxes, so I can design like my own gift box. And they have some like really beautiful add-ons. They have these lemon shortbreads that I'm so excited about, and I think some of you might gasp, but I don't know what a shortbread tastes like, and it feels like a really kind of like British, kind of Scottish kind of thing. And I'm just, like, I want to have a shortbread. I know some of you are probably like, just go into the grocery store, but to me there's something special about eating lemon shortbread that's made in Scotland, shipped to me in this gift box, that just feels like a really beautiful experience. And the second thing I'm thinking of adding to my gift box is I read almost exclusively on ebooks, and I'm really hesitant about buying books period, simply because I just don't know if I will like them. And the books that I do buy are books where I feel highly confident I will like and or are not available at my library. To me, reading poetry does not resonate the same way on an ebook as it does in paper. So when it comes to something like fiction, I feel much less likely that I would reread that book, whereas something like of nonfiction, any work of nonfiction, I am more likely to reread, but something like poetry especially, I feel like I'd be more inclined to reread. And that also feels like part of the experience, where I can unwrap my gift and then spend some time in the morning with some tea rereading this book. Depending on shipping, like there's some other things that I've been thinking about, and this feels just like such a great gift and really a beautiful experience that I would love to have. Next up are these Bowden pajamas. If you saw my gift guide, you would know that these are also featured in it. I am in love with these pajamas. I think the print is so beautiful, so unique. Regular price, these are about $75 for each piece, making them around $150 Canadian. So they wouldn't eat up the entire budget, and there would be a little room left over, which is the same thing for the Tartan Blanket Company scarf. It wouldn't eat up the entire budget either, which I find really appealing. So I love these prints, but one of the reasons why I've been inclined to try Bowden is because they really fit in with the ethics of my own like fashion choices. They are meant to be a high quality garment, and they have like a 365-day guarantee that if it doesn't last, like it doesn't meet your quality standards expectations, they will refund you your purchase. So they're a company that is intentionally making products for longevity, and they do have some sustainability components built into their brand, which I really love. One thing I have heard is that they are very they take very long to do returns, and that returns are difficult. So if this doesn't fit, I'm just very nervous about returns. I would have to pay for the return, and so I'm just really nervous about just that whole experience. I would want them to fit, but I also wouldn't want the return process to be so difficult it kind of makes it inaccessible. One of the things I've also been thinking about with why this is a good fit is I have been thinking about new pajamas, and I want to look kind of presentable in bed, and I want to feel like the way I feel in this top, but like in bed, maybe not totally that way. And I did buy pajamas earlier this year. One of the things I did not foresee with that purchase is that the sleeves on the pajamas, they just fall down to my elbows, and then when I'm lying in bed, the pajama bottoms as well, like right up to the knees. So when I'm sleeping and when I wake up, I have to, like, you can't just like kind of shake the leg and get the leg to go down. You have to like physically like use your hands and like unstick it from your knees to pull it all the way down. Part of it is the jersey material, so I don't think I will ever buy another jersey material of that set in the future. And I am kind of concerned that you might have some of that with the bowden pajamas, but they are a stiffer fabric, so I think it would be just a little bit less likely to do that. I don't know how great they will be for winter time, which is also my last hesitation. So my potential kind of inclination here would be live with what I have for the winter, and then these could maybe be a purchase in the springtime, maybe around March or April, and then have those to wear for all the way up until fall time. That's kind of what I'm thinking with these, although I also thought for a long time this would really compete with the tartan blanket company. I have to choose one or the other, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know which one. A part of me just wanted to be like, just get them both. Like, I was convincing myself that I should do that. I mean, I never actually convinced myself, and it was like, nobody would know if you bought the bowden pajamas now. I had to talk myself out of it, and I did. So we good. And I think the bowden ones, now that I get to talk it through it with you, and that I also have more space from the bowden pajamas, because the bowden pajamas are one of the newer things on this list, I can be like, you know what, it might actually be best to wait. There were a couple of slippers that I really wanted to. The Verloop slippers in my gift guide, they're $45 Canadian. And then the bowden slippers, which are about $70 Canadian, also made the list. So beautiful. I was so attracted to both of them once I was able to reel it in. My slippers are fully functional, which just doesn't make sense to have two. And now I have two great slipper recommendations to look at if I need new slippers in the future. I really also wanted this bra. It's the Colette Plunge bra, and it's $80 Canadian. It's one of the most beautiful bras I have ever seen. And this is the last thing in the fashion category, by the way. So it's one of the most beautiful bras I've ever seen. I think it's gorgeous. And I was convinced for maybe 2 weeks that this would be part of the gift. My but here is that I do actually need new bras. I would say 2. And I'm looking to buy them on Black Friday. And that has been on the list for like 4 months now. And I've just kind of been waiting. And then also like some things took precedent over those. Either way, it just doesn't feel right to buy this particular bra when I'm in need of more practical bras. So part of me is like, why don't you just buy these practical bras as part of the gift? But that just doesn't feel like a satisfying gift, and I've already budgeted for those. It's okay to be super practical, but I also want something that feels like a gift, and I'm just not super excited about receiving a bra as a gift. Does that make sense? Like, I have the budget. I would like to use my holiday budget to buy things that like are practical in some sense, but not like the most practical things in my wardrobe. Like, if I needed new underwear, I wouldn't love spending the budget for the holiday gift on the underwear, when it's like that's one of the most practical, or socks. Those are some of the most practical things out there, and I want my gift to be practical but also like have some special things that might be more expensive that I wouldn't be able to buy otherwise. I'm now kind of getting into the more like activity type things, and the first thing is the paint by numbers. I found these when I was searching for my gift guide, and this was inspired by a friend of mine who loves to paint. And so I was looking at these and I was thinking that they would just kind of be above my skill level because I have 0. My skill level is none. And I found some really beautiful ones that are like $45, $50, and I think I could do them, and then I get to also make art for my place. I don't really have a lot of art around here. So this kind of seems like an affordable add-on, and I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, this is roughly around the same price as a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. Would I rather have this paint by numbers experience or this eyeshadow? And I would pick the paint by numbers experience because I already have other eyeshadow that I could use, and I could probably like convince myself out of the Charlotte Tilbury and then not miss it. Whereas I feel like if I don't do the paint by numbers, or if I miss out on this one, I'm like taking away an activity and experience for myself that I think I would enjoy, and I would rather my money go there. So this is a really it's a consideration that is like the highest up there in the rounding out the gift kind of territory. Now the next 2 items are tea related, and I have been searching for a tea set for a couple of months, actually going on a year now, and I haven't really found anything that I like. But I found this website called Morning Lavender, and they're a clothing brand, which I'm not going to talk about here, but they do have this tea set, which is a teapot, 2 cups and 2 saucers. I think it's about $75. So I'm pretty sure I could buy that with one of the other. No, I couldn't buy it if I bought the pajamas, if they were full price, but I could buy it with the scarf. So I'm thinking like the tea set is pretty high up on my list, and one that truly like I was thinking about buying just outside of the gift because I've wanted one for so long, and I've been trying to make room for this budget, but it's currently out of stock. And so what I'm trying to, I think this is a good moment to compare this with the bra purchase. This is also a practical purchase that I was thinking about buying outside of the gift, things that like would enhance my life in some kind of way. It's like under $100. It's relatively affordable. But what separates this from the bra is much more practical. But with the tea set, I feel like I get this experience that I can consistently give back to myself. It's like a gift that keeps on giving, and I've never had a tea set, and this just feels so special. And like I can have tea all the time and just like have the joy of this gift last really long. Whereas a bra, I wouldn't see, and while it is beautiful, it doesn't really feel like the gift that keeps on giving. This one is up in the air because I don't know if it will come back in stock, and I have given myself a date where if the thing is not purchasable by this date, then you have to move on. So I don't know if this will actually be purchasable for this gift. We'll see. And the last thing is a book. A friend of mine recommended the Madame Chic series to me, and I was thinking about buying, she has 3 books, 1, maybe 2, as part of this gift. And they're relatively affordable, between $20 and $30 depending on the book. And it's not in my local library, so I am hesitant about buying the book. It just feels a little bit different than that Scottish poetry book. I don't know if I'll like it, but if I do and my friend really raves highly about it, I'm hoping that I will love it. And this also feels like an affordable addition. If I get, let's say, the pajamas and I don't have as much wiggle room, I can also buy the book, but then also have a book to read in my pajamas, an experience that I can buy for myself too. Like the book is an activity, and I'm really about kind of getting myself to an experience at the moment. Like that's something that's really high up on my list. So here is what I'm thinking at the moment, that the thing I really want the most, and the thing that kind of meets my practical, meets gifty, meets experience, meets something that feels special kind of desire, is going to be this scarf gift box. I think that's going to be the purchase, but which one I'm not sure. And if the tea set comes back in stock, I think that will be the one that I purchase. If not, I foresee myself getting a paint by numbers and one of the books. I think that is probably going to be the gift. That's what I'm thinking about. And the beauty of this video is that you will actually see what I purchased, like what the purchase will end up being. There's about 1 week between when I film this video and when I have to make the purchase, so I'm very curious if there's like any last minute sneak-ins. When we come back, it will be me purchasing the things and the final decision. So I'm very curious as to what future Shauna is gonna do. Let's go to her now. Hello, welcome to my evening. It's a little informal, I know, but I wanted to let you know what I ended up purchasing for the gift. I told you I'd let you know. It's been over a week since I filmed the video, and probably 4 or 5 days since I've edited the video. So I've had time to think, and Black Friday rolled around and I did buy the Tartan Blanket Company scarf. I bought 2, one of them in the box set. And what I also decided to do with that, because with the tax and then with the discount, there was a 20% off discount, it was 106 USD, which is about 125, maybe $130 Canadian. I think it's more like 125. But either way, I'm gonna round up to 130, which leaves about $70 left. And so how I wanted to spend that money is actually on 2 books. I am buying the Madame Chic books. I was gonna buy them on Book Depository, but then because there was a really good sale, but I missed it. I'm still gonna buy them, but I'm gonna buy them full price. And I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna get them from Indigo or Amazon. I think those are the only 2 options, and that's going to be about $55. I've already priced it out. I was going to get some squish candy, but just with the amount of money I have left over, I can't, like, nothing really qualifies like to get it with shipping from the store directly, or I could get it from the Bay and they only have bigger bags. So I was really excited to potentially have, I thought that I might get some squish in there, but unfortunately it's not the way the cookie crumbles, and maybe I'll get them another time. But that is the final update on the gift. Okay, so I think you can see what I bought, and I want to show you the packaging that this comes in case you're interested in getting one yourself. I bought this on Sunday, November 28th. It was a Sunday, I'm pretty sure it's the 28th. So I bought the gift box, which is this one right here, and the whole thing came packaged in like literally a brown paper bag, and then the box just has like this cute little printing on the side. So when you open the box, here's how it comes. I think this is just so beautiful. And then it also had stickers for November 28th. I was going to keep this like completely, I haven't opened this one, so I don't know what this one looks like. I'm very tempted, but I did want to show you the gift box. So this is the scarf that I ordered. It's very, very soft. And then under the scarf are the treats that I ordered. I ordered these. As you can tell, I've already eaten them. They're so good. I ordered, okay, so I was $10 off from the shipping minimum, and these were $11. So do I pay for free shipping, or do I pay $1 for a box of cookies? You know? Okay, so I ordered this strawberry champagne chocolate, and then also these lemon shortbreads. So all of their packaging is completely plastic free, beautiful, and it's 100% recyclable. So I'm gonna put this back in so I can wrap this up. And just look at that scarf, like that print. It's just so beautiful, and it's so soft. I cannot wait to wear it. Yeah, it's really beautiful, and I'm really thrilled with the experience, and also how incredibly fast it shipped. So today it arrived, actually yesterday, which was the 2nd. So I ordered on the 28th and it came by the 2nd, so 4 days. Amazing. I also, just so you know, on their website it said that they pay for US duties. So I didn't know how that would apply to Canada, and I did not pay anything additional. I didn't pay any duties or anything. So that is the box. Okay, I'm sorry, but I had to do it. If you order one item, like a singular item, it comes like this. So it's just a box and then the tissue paper, and then this is the scarf. It's looking much more muted on camera, and you're like, the color is so vibrant. I'm really pleased with what I ordered. So just wanted to show you that.